Good morning. I welcome you all for today's session. So in today's session, we'll be taking up the last problem on analytical method. So let us start with today's video lecture. I have noted the problem for you. Let me read the statement. A point in a strained material is subjected to a tensile stress of 500 Newton per mm square and 300 Newton per mm square in two mutually perpendicular planes. Calculate the normal, tangential, resultant stresses and its obliquity on a plane making an angle of 30 degrees with the axis of second stress. Also find the maximum shear stress. Right. So I have taken the solution part. This problem along with this diagram. Okay. A bit of unique one. Now let us check out what are the changes here. This diagram will not be given to you. We have just given the statement. Depending upon the statement, I have taken up this element. Right, I have taken up this element. Then I have marked two stresses which are tensile stress 500 Newton per mm square. Even this is 500 Newton per mm square. Okay, even here it is 300 Newton per mm square. Then I have taken an oblique plane making it an angle of 30 degrees with respect to the axis of second stress. Okay, so this is my first stress, this is second stress, it is making an angle of 30 degrees. Right? Now, what all things I need to find? First I'll write it here. First let me write what all things are to be found out. To find what all things are to be found out. I need to find out sigma n. I need to find out tangential stress which is tau. Next I need to find out the resultant r. Next I need to find out the obliquity which is beta. Next I need to find out the maximum shear stress which is tau max. Okay, these are the things which are to be found out. Right, so let me start with the solution part now. Right, so let us go step by step. First step is finding of normal stress. We know the normal stress formula. Okay, that is first step. Sigma n is equal to sigma x plus sigma y divided by 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y divided by 2 cos of 2 theta plus tau of xy into sine of 2 theta. Right. Now let us consider what will be the angle of theta. What will be the angle theta here in this? Because as already discussed, we are going to take the vertical plane as our reference plane. Even in this case, I am going to take the vertical plane as my reference plane. Which is the vertical plane? This is the vertical plane. I am going to take this as my reference plane. So I'll just write here, this is my reference plane. Right, this is my reference plane. Now if I take this as my reference plane, what will be the angle made by the oblique plane with respect to the reference plane? What I want to tell you people is what will be this angle. Right, now I hope you understand what I mean by alternate angles. This angle and this angle are alternate angles, so even the value of this will be 30 degrees. Right? Reason is both the angles what I have shown are alternate angles. Right? Now this oblique plane is making an angle of 30 degrees with respect to reference plane. So reference plane is here. If I want to move to the position of oblique plane, I need to rotate this like this. Try to understand, this is my reference plane. If I want to draw the oblique plane, I need to move in this direction. By how much angle? By the angle of 30 degrees. So I should move in this direction. Which is this direction? This is clockwise direction. So clockwise direction with respect to the reference plane. So theta should be taken as positive. Right? Theta should be taken as positive. So theta is equal to plus 30 degrees. Now I come back to this and substitute the values. Sigma n is equal to sigma x plus sigma y. Both are tensile, so it is 500 plus 300 divided by 2 plus 500 minus 300 divided by 2 into cos of 2 into theta is plus 30 degrees. Plus 30 degrees. I told you why it is plus 30 degrees. Tau xy. Now, tau xy is not given to us in the problem. So, whenever any term is not given, it means that its value is 0. Right? So, the entire term becomes 0. So, let me check out what will be sigma n in this case. So, if I operate my calculators, so this is 500 plus 300, 800 divided by 2, which is 400. Right? So, this is 400 plus 500 minus 300 is 200 divided by 2 is 100 cos 60. So, it is plus 50. So, therefore, value of sigma n is 450 Newton per mm square. Right? So that is the first thing. I am done with this one. Now I will go for finding out shear stress. Right? Finding out shear stress. So the formula for shear stress is tau is equal to minus of sigma x minus sigma y divided by 2 into sine 2 theta plus tau xy into cos of 2 theta. Now once again, as already discussed, tau xy is not given, so its value becomes 0. If you substitute the values, so tau will be minus of sigma x is 500 minus sigma y is 300 divided by 2 sine of 2 into theta is 30 degrees with a positive sign. So therefore tau is equal to right. So let me calculate. It is 500 minus 300 is 200 divided by 2 is how much? 100 with a negative sign, so it is minus 100 right. 500 minus 300 is 200 divided by 2 is 100 with a negative sign, so it is minus 100 into sine of 60 into sine 60 degree, so it gives me minus 86.6. Okay, the value what I am getting here is minus 86.602 Newton per mm square. Right, so I am done with sigma n, I am done with tau. Next I will be going for resultant. Okay, I need to find out the resultant. So that is third point. So resultant is calculated by resultant is given by the formula R is equal to square root of sigma n square plus tau square. This is the formula which gives me resultant. So therefore R is equal to square root of sigma n is 450 square and tau is minus 86.602 the whole square. Right? So let me check out what will be the value of R. If I operate my calculator, it will be 450 square plus minus, when you square it, it becomes plus, so it is 86.602 square Okay, the entire thing has to be taken under root. So it is 458.25. 458.25. 458.25 Newton per mm square. So that is the value of resultant. Next, I have been asked to find out the obliquity. Okay, it will be rarely asked. Okay, this obliquity term, it is rarely asked in your examinations, but you should know what is obliquity. Obliquity is given by beta. It is denoted by beta. So the formula to calculate obliquity is tan inverse of tau divided by sigma n. So this formula gives me obliquity. So that is equal to tan inverse of value of tau is minus 86.602 divided by sigma n is 450. So let me check out what will be the value of beta. Right, beta value is given by minus 86.602 divided by 450 and tan inverse of this angle. Tan inverse of answer. So it is minus 10.893. Minus 10.893 degrees. Right, so that is obliquity, and at last I need to find out the maximum shear stress. Maximum shear stress. So I need to find tau max. So tau max is given by square root of sigma x minus sigma y divided by 2 the whole square plus tau xy the whole square. If I take plus or minus, it gives maximum as well as minimum. I am just interested in maximum, so I will just take the value as positive. Right? So if I just calculate this, sigma x value is 500 minus sigma y value is 300 divided by 2 the whole square plus tau xy term is missing in the problem, so its value is 0. So therefore, right, tau xy is missing in the problem, therefore I have taken it as 0. 500 minus 300 divided by 2 the whole square. If I just solve for tau max, let me check out what I will be getting. Okay, so I will be getting it as 500 minus 300 divided by 2 the whole square and square root of that. Right, so I am getting it as tau maximum as 100. 500 minus 300 is 200. 200 divided by 2 is 100, and 100 square root is, right, you will be getting Newton per mm square. Right, so that's the end of the problem. That's it for today's session. Have a good day. Take care. Bye bye.